Right, The Brutalist. This won the Best Picture award at the recent Oscars, and also the Best Actor award for Adrian Brody. It's an epic period drama, directed and produced by Brady Corbett, who co-wrote the screenplay with Mona Fassvold. Brody is a Jewish-Hungarian architect, Holocaust survivor who emigrates to the US, where he struggles to achieve the American dream. The cast also features Felicity Jones, Guy Pearce, Joe Alwyn, Rafi Cassidy, and a few others that I couldn't recognise. As I say, 10 nominations, one for cinematography, original score, best actor, and 10 top films of 2024. The Wikipedia review of it sets it out into 3 parts. The beginning, when we see Laszlo Tor arriving in New York with the image of the Statue of Liberty clear to view. There's a very long, elongated plot on Wikipedia, which I won't reproduce, but in 47 he travels to Philadelphia and stays with his cousin Attila, unfortunate name, who's become a Catholic. They are, of course, Jews. He tells Laszlo that Elizabeth and Zafia are still alive but stuck in Europe. He offers Laszlo some work with his furniture business, and the two are soon approached by Harry Van Buren, who wishes to surprise his father, wealthy industrialist Harrison Lee Van Buren, with a renovated library at his mansion near Doylestown, Pennsylvania. As I say, I won't explore everything, but circumstances take place where that relationship breaks down. Emotional issues, female views on males, etc. And then we find Laszlo 3 years later. He's now a heroin addict, works as a labourer, and lives in charity housing with his friend Gordon, who's an African American single father. Harrison turns up to tell him that the architectural community has lauded his modern library renovation, that he has discovered Laszlo's past as an accomplished architect in Europe. So they obviously has new faith in he settles a debt and invites Laszlo to a party where another project is on offer in tribute to his late mother. Laszlo lives on site, taking this new job, and employs Gordon. And we then move on to the second phase. My immediate thoughts on this movie. Well, I thought it was heavy going, to be honest. Of course, these movies about Jews starting new lives after escaping the horrors of the Nazi occupation are in plenty. Although we didn't see any historical note on the occupation. We then have an intermission because of the length of this movie, and then this very emotionally powerful scene where Laszlo meets his family on the Grand Central Station. We meet Felicity Jones, who's in a wheelchair because of lack of food and vitamins. Her body is suffering from osteoporosis. This is the calcium deficiency, which has arrived at my doorstep. Another scene where Laszlo and Felicity Jones's character are lying side by side, and we get to hear all the anxieties about separation and whether one's feelings will be the same, and what hasn't been said in the intervening time and what has been said. I like this. It's a sort of it's what happens to human beings. Separation is not a good thing when a relationship then moves into a continuum. But of course the alternative is a permanent separation. It can be tragic as well. But I like the use of this. With the arrival of Esbeth, played by Jones, and the niece, things settle a little. Van Buren is very warm towards Esbeth and suggests that he can help her out with some work, even though she's in a wheelchair, and things were seemingly looking up for Laszlo. Now he's got this second project. We get major decisions described in this movie. For example, when the niece and her new husband decide to go back to Israel, and difficulties with regard to the business arrangement between Laszlo and the character played by Pierce. But I just find that there is, I don't know, a lack of significance in the tale. I listen and read the letter from the niece to Esbeth. I somehow think that this movie lacks detail about the period under occupation in the concentration camp, but maybe that's deliberate so that we can't just reside in he's doing that because of the fact he was in that camp. Maybe that's the point, that we need to look further to really understand the man. As we plunge into the last half hour, there's acrimony now between Elspeth and Laszlo, but it would be harsh to say that it's a movie about relationships falling apart, although Laszlo hasn't really managed to create a relationship that he could sustain. Now, is that because of the fact that he feels very susceptible when he's being taken advantage of? Maybe. I would say that the jury's out on this. I don't see it as the best movie of the year by far. There must be many that would be better than this, but maybe I'm missing out on a subtlety. We see Laszlo giving Elspeth heroin to minimise the pain she's feeling.